All right, so today we're going to be demonstrating a Vermeer 2021 BC1000 wood chipper. Hello everybody, welcome to Greg Rents. I'm Greg Webster. Welcome to our how-to videos. Come on around here. You got your engine compartment. You want to check all your levels, your oil, your radiator's clear of any brush, your air filter, your battery. If you come over here, this is your clutch disengagement and engagement. This stands for disengage, this is engaged. Here's an idle, that's engaged idle, that's engaged full throttle. It'll be a little bit loud once we're running it, so I'll tell you right now while we're not running it. And then when you're done running it, you kick it over to idle when there's nothing being chipped, and then you kick it down and shut it off. This port right here is for testing only, for diagnostics. You don't need that. That's full throttle neutral. Right here is where the knives are. This is where all the cutting action happens. There's actually an anvil down here, and the big cutter wheel spins like this and cuts the debris and shoots it out the wheel there, or the chute. So I'm gonna take this off and look at the knives and make sure they're within tolerance and spec so we can go do a demonstration. All right, so if you get a shot in here, this side is brand new. That's sharp as a razor, that'll cut your face. Right here is what cuts. As it cuts, it grabs the chips and throws them in there and throws them out the chute. Razor sharp, and that's the edge that's had a rental on it. That'll still cut. It's not ideal, but as you'll see in the video, we still throw some good chips. I've seen 10 times worse than that. So this is your dashboard, like you'd see on any car. You got a key. Your key is on, your hour meter's running. You keep the machine for 24 hours and you're allowed to put 8 hours on the hour meter. So anytime the key's on, the hour meter's running. You always know the key's off when you can pull it out. Just use that as a good rule of thumb on any piece of equipment. Typically, if you can pull the key out, you know the hour meter's not running and you're not gonna get charged. You're not gonna incur extra hours on that piece of machinery when it's not being ran. This button right here will prevent your bump stop from happening for, I believe, 20 seconds. So what that means is this right here is a bump stop, and anytime you're doing a big branch or a big tree limb and you don't want it to hit the bump stop, or if you don't want it to stop the feed rollers are right here, you can disengage your bump stop for 20 seconds. And that's kind of dangerous because your last method of defense, if it starts to grab you and take you into the chipper, is that right there. And that will turn the feed rollers backwards, expelling any stuff that's getting sucked into the machine. Right here you've got a smart feed, which is from Vermeer. You can change it from twigs to branches to logs. I recommend, when I'm doing it, I always just put it to logs. This is an eco idle option, which is kind of like your Honda EU 2000 generators. So if it's not sensing a load within 30 seconds right here, it'll idle down and wait for you to drag more brush to it. I want to say this is 60 seconds and that's off. So typically when you're having a crew of people and everyone's just chucking brush at it, just turn your eco idle off and keep it full throttle. But if it's just you and you got to go back to the back of your yard and grab brush and bring it back, you want to turn it to eco idle because that saves you fuel and saves the environment, so on and so forth. To get the eco idle back firing again, you just hit this green button. To get the machine to feed rollers to fire up, period, you got to hit the green button showing that you're there and present. So go ahead and we'll open up this back chute right here. You want to make sure there's no debris in there, not a bunch like gonna start feed rolling it in right away. This was that bump stop roller I was telling you about. And sometimes a branch will come by when you're doing a big tree and the branch will hit that and it'll stop the whole tree limb or branch from coming in because it thinks it's your knees. It's a safety device to keep you from going in the machine. And like I said, you can bypass that safety device right here on the dashboard. So your feed rollers are right here. If you pull this thing backwards, your bump stop, your top bump stop rail, if you pull it backwards, that's how you get those feed rollers rolling. That's how you get them rolling. Now let's say you get a clog, or there's just a weird log with a knot in it. You push it forwards like this, and that'll spit it back out at you. You can reposition it, cut some off of it, or just send it back through by doing that, and it'll go back through. You may also have to hit your green button from time to time if it stops. And you can see what it's doing by the light right here. This light will flash or it'll stay on. I want to say when it's on all the way, that means your green light and the feed rollers are rolling and you're ready to go. If it starts flashing, that means you need to cycle your bump bar and hit your green button. We're gonna go ahead and head out to our location where we got some branches to throw through and make some chips. Show you guys how this works. Before you run this wood chipper, you should have your proper safety attire: earplugs, safety glasses, hard hat, closed-toed shoes. And before you attempt to try this, just be careful. Make sure you read your safety manual and owner's operator manual. Yeah, here comes the clutch. You can hear that's a normal noise. It's just the belt squeaking a little. Here we go. I'm giving you the best how-to that I can, and the right way, the wrong way, and Greg's way. You're getting Greg's way right now. And I get the job done. If you got some idea to where the chipper works better, or you got some better facts to bring to the table, by all means, please do, and let's be safe out there and get the job done with productivity. That was pretty cool because we did some product demonstration and some community service at the same time. Thank you, folks. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you on the next one.